Hello friends, welcome to Azure 204 Lab 13 Exercise 2. Okay, so here is the lab scenario. If you want, you can go through it one more time. So far we are done with exercise 1 and in this video we'll work on exercise. Alright, here we are. Exercise 2, configure content delivery network and endpoints. Task 1, we need to open the Cloud Shell and then we'll run few commands. So let me just go back, just follow me here. I'm just going to close everything. So here's the Cloud Shell icon. Just click on this one. Let me just make it big for you guys. Now we'll run the command az-version. So this particular command will return the Azure CLI version. So you can see here currently I'm using 2.9.0. Let's go back. Now here we need to, so here we are done with task 1. Task 2, it says register the Microsoft CDN provider. Okay. So we'll run these commands as help and then provider and then list. So as help is the command. If you run this one, you will see the options like, so if you see AZ and after that you can use these options. Okay, and also call it subgroups. Okay, now, so here we'll just go and type the next command, which is AZ provider dash dash help. Okay, so with AZ provider, you can use these many options: operation or list, register, show, and unregister provider. Okay, now next command is to get the list of providers. So AZ provider and I'll type list. Okay, so it will give me a long list of providers you see here. Okay, let's go back to the portal. Now here we need to go and look for get the list of namespaces of the currently registered providers. Okay, so I'll copy the command and I'll run this one here. Let me just clear first, paste. Okay, so again here also we have a long list. Now it says that observe the list of currently registered providers. Microsoft.cdn provider isn't currently in the list of providers. Okay, let's go and verify one more time. So Microsoft, if I go to C, Microsoft CD. Okay, so currently we don't have CDN. Okay, so we'll register the new provider. Okay, so for that, let me just go back and run this particular command. Okay, so if I type here, let me just clear first. Az provider and register, and then I'm typing dash dash help. So it will give me the next available options. Okay, so and here is an example. It says that as a provider register, then you need to use the namespace, this one, Microsoft dot something. Okay, so let's go back and get the namespace, which is this one, Microsoft dot CDN. Okay, I'll copy this one. Let's go back. Let me just clear as a provider register and dash dash namespace is the option, and here I'll want to paste Microsoft.cdn. So we are going to register a new provider. There is a spelling mistake, provider. Let me hit enter. Okay, it's done. Okay, let's go back and okay, so here we are done with task 2 as well. Now task 3, it says create a content delivery network profile. Create a CDN profile. So for that we need to go and look for CDN and then we'll create, name should be content delivery network, subscription as is, resource group marketing content, location will keep default, pricing tier we'll go and select standard Akamai and then create a new CDN endpoint. Okay, so just follow me here. Let me just close the Cloud Shell. Here I'm going to type CDN. Okay, so you see the options here, the very first one, CDN profiles. Let me just go and create one. Now profile name is content delivery network, subscription free trial, resource group will go and select marketing content, location it's already pre-populated and disabled for us, pricing tier let's go and select standard Akamai. Okay, now we need to, it says that CDN profiles cannot be created with a trial version. Okay, Let me just go and select Verizon if I can. I cannot. So the only option which I have is standard Microsoft. So this is the one I can use, and just make sure that you don't tick mark this particular option. It should be blank for us. Okay. So now let's go and create the profile. Should not take much time. Okay, so creating a CDN profile, you can see the progress here. So here you can see it's done. Successfully created a CDN profile. Okay, so now let's go back to the portal. Here we are good. Okay, now we need to configure a storage container, which is task 4. So for that, we'll go to the marketing content or content host, sorry, that is our storage account. We need to go and create a new container in our storage account. We'll name it as media, and public access level should be blob. Okay, so just follow me here. Let me close everything first. So I'll go to resource groups. I'll go and select marketing content, and from here I'll go and select the storage account, which is this one. Okay, now here we need to create a container. So I'll go down here under blob service section. We have containers link, and now I'm going to create a new one. So the name should be media, and access level we need to go and select second one, blob anonymous. Okay, click on create. So now we have a new container in our storage account called media. Let's go back. Okay, so now next thing that we need to create another container with the name video and having same level of access. Okay, so we'll be creating a one more container. I'll put name as video, and access level is going to be same, B, blob. Click on create, done. So now we have two containers in our storage account. Perfect. So here we are done with the task 4. Now next task 5, it says create CDN network endpoint. Okay, so this is going to be important one. So we need to go to the content delivery network, which is our CDN profile, and from there we'll just go and click on plus create endpoint. Okay, so let's go there first. Now we need to create, let me close everything first, and here we need to go to the, you can see here CDN profile content delivery network. Click on this one, and there should be an option you see here plus endpoint. So we'll be creating a new endpoint. Okay, now let's go and get the details. In the name you just put this one CDN media and then your name. Origin type select storage. Host, go and select your storage account. Okay, so let's do it one by one. Name I'll type as content media and then I'll enter OK Azure. You guys can put your name. Origin type, let's go and select storage. Origin host, it should be your storage account, which is this one for us. In the path we need to mention some value, and that value is /media. Leave the host header as is, leave the protocol, and everything should be as is after that. Okay, so I'll go and update the path. It says /media header protocol optimized for, will leave these values as is. Let's go and click on create. Creating a CDN endpoint. So here you can see the progress. So basically here we are creating an endpoint for our media container. So we'll wait for this to happen first, and then we'll go and create the next one. I think we can do that right away. Now again we just need to go and create another endpoint for our another container, which is CDN video. Storage, content host, this is the origin path that we need to mention, and rest of the details will be as is. Okay, so let's go. So I'll leave this one to run in background. Let's go and create another endpoint. Name is going to be, so this is not the name, it should be CDN video, and then you guys can put your name. Origin type, let me just go and select storage. From the drop down we'll go and select our storage account. Path /video, which is our container path, which is our container name basically, and we need to leave rest of the details as is. So I'll simply click on add. So now okay, let's see. So if you see for the first one, we already have the CDN endpoint ready, and for the new one it's doing right away. So we'll wait for this to happen. And here also you can see, let me just close. You can see for this particular we have CDN video, Okay, CDN media, we already have the endpoint ready, and for CDN video, it's creating, it's in progress. It's done now. Okay, perfect. Now let's go back. Now, okay, so now we need to add one more endpoint, which is CDN web. Okay, and this time origin type should be web app. Okay, so just follow me here. We'll be creating a one more endpoint, and the name should be CDN web. Do I need to anything? Okay, let me just go and add name, origin type. We need to select web app. Now here host name. Okay, so host name is this one, our web app URL. Let's go and verify. Origin host name, go and select landing page. Okay, and you can leave rest of the details as is and click on add. Okay, so origin path, we can leave it as blank. Rest of other details will be as is. I'll simply go and click on add. So now basically here we are creating a new endpoint for our web app. Okay, you can see here creating a CDN endpoint. Now let me see what is next. Okay, so this is the last step for exercise 2. We'll wait for this to happen first. Okay, it's done now. Let me close. Let's go. Okay, so in this video, we created 3 endpoints. Okay, under CDN profile. So next one is exercise 3. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next one.